This is Damon Legette, and I approve this message. All of y'all right now, go down, dial that number, text that number, and text I'm proud to pay $97. That is the deposit on your inheritance. Diane and Butch Hackett, every year in Hamilton, Trenton, New Jersey, took us through this process. They registered us, they anointed us, and they taught us and trained us how to be king and queens of the mountain. That's called the coronation. Every year at this same time, Diane and Butch Hackett over in football, Uncle Poppy Wilson at the center over in basketball, and my grandmother, Aura Lillian Legette, who died a couple years ago. When she was on her sick bed, she gave me my card from 1983 and said, we coronated you every year and gave you over to Butch and Diane. Make sure that Reggie gets coronated. Make sure you coronate Kenisha. Make sure you coronate everybody in this family that me and Evelyn Webb anointed and blessed and invested in together. Every year, my grandmom and grandpop and Grandma Webb, after Pop Webb died, Grandma Legette, every year made sure that we went through the same exact training every year. Now it's the next generation. Matthew is 13. Shawnee is gone. So every year we're going to have a homecoming registration banquet in the beginning of the year on Job's Labor Day. Every Labor Day. Tomorrow night we're going to have a homecoming. We're going to coronate every husband and wife, every cousin, every uncle, every sister, every brother, you get the picture. Little Damon is 12. They getting coronated this year. And for all of our loved ones that slept, we're going to coronate and invite new family members into the group that match them identically. We got spots in our family group for all of y'all that match. Jen Hackett is gone, so we got a spot for a supernatural cheerleader. So when we inviting all of y'all in Trenton, all of y'all in New York, all of y'all in Philadelphia, all of y'all in DC, all of y'all in Virginia that match our loved ones that went to sleep. We got spots in this family group, and everybody's getting their throne, and everybody's getting their crown. That's what coronation means. Tomorrow night, click the button. We all gonna pay $1,600. We all gonna be proud to pay $1,600. And with that $1,600, we gonna go and get my grandfather's peoples over in the Nile River that got left behind. That during the Underground Railroad, they extracted my grandpop's family. The Legettes were extracted and taken back. So we gonna get our coronation here, but we each gonna pay $1,600 for me and mine. After we get coronated, after we party, we're gonna jump on planes and we're gonna go back and get our people. Over in Rwanda, 30 years ago, they slaughtered our people of the Nile. In Rwanda, 1994, they slaughtered from July the 7th, starting in July the 7th, all the way through August. They slaughtered our people 30 years ago in Rwanda. So after we get coronated, y'all gonna pay $97 today, but your $1,600 is gonna go for us to go and get a thing Moo and her family that they slaughtered down in South Sudan. A thing Moo, gold medalist, Team USA from Trenton, New Jersey, 2020, 800 meters, gold medalist. Her and her family ran from the slaughter. They've been slaughtering our people. They've been slaughtering our people since 1798, since 1776. And in Trenton, New Jersey, we've been standing up and fighting. No more trauma. Pay your $97 immediately. We're going to come tomorrow, bringing all our family. This is a victory lap for Xavier, and I'm bringing Danielle Bucknor. Just like 30 years ago, I brought Kenisha Legette with me. I'm bringing Danielle Bucknor with Xavier Legette. We're bringing Amifika Hall. I'm sorry, Amifika Hall with Destiny. Just like 30 years ago, I brought Kenisha. This coronation was put on the calendar. My family, my aunt Betty, Elizabeth Betty Red, told me don't bring nobody else to Trenton. You can't coronate nobody. You can't even bring nobody else to Trenton. The only person who has ever come to Trenton and come and sit down with Aunt Henrietta and Betty Red and Aura Lillian Legette and Evelyn Webb and Miss Harris, Evelyn Harris, to get the blessings for this coronation right now is Kenisha. So if y'all want us to bless and coronate your kids for the future, if y'all want to bless the future marriages that will pass the test of time, if y'all want access to the queens who could bless your babies, 30 years ago, we're going to have Mom Beck. We calling out to Mom Beck. We calling out to Mom Diane Darby. We calling out to Mom Gwen Norwood. We calling out to Mom Roslyn Good and Perfect Hayes. We calling out to all our mamas. We calling out to Aunt Rose Webb. We calling out to all our mamas. We calling down in the Trenton to every last one of our mamas. Come on up here and anoint these babies. Larry Paul, bring my nephew. Bryce Paul, we getting coronated tomorrow. All the Trenton, every person showing up for the thing, you gotta pay $97. And then we'll spread out the payment of your $1,600 called Proud to Pay. Then we're gonna use that $1,600 to go and get 16,000 a thing moves from the Nile Valley, out of Kenya, out of Sudan. We're gonna take everybody 1,600 in this Proud to Pay coronation. When you get your crown and you get your throne, they get their crown and they get their throne. And then on October the 16th through the 24th, October 16th through the 24th, we're gonna bring Beyonce. We're gonna bring Rihanna. We're gonna bring Mary J. Blige. We're gonna bring Faith Evans. We're gonna bring all of our queens that we're gonna bring Lauryn Hill. We're gonna bring Lauren London. All our queens that we done seen get slaughtered, killed they kings, while we all sat back. This is a no more trauma movement. We're gonna bring our Queen Eve. We're gonna bring all of the queens that they made take a back seat so they could lower the bar and the standard. We raising the bar. No more trauma. No more trauma. Come get coordinated tomorrow. $97 right now today. I'm bringing my whole family. Little Damon, Destiny, Deja. I'm bringing my whole family. The mother and father of Danielle Bucknor. I'm bringing my whole family. Bringing Don and Lois Howard. Bringing Don and Lois Howard's sons. Barrington and Bradley, they the ones who gave y'all the business that I'm giving to y'all when y'all come to the coronation. We're gonna make y'all whole. We're gonna make y'all marriages whole. We're gonna crown you in your marriage. We're gonna crown you in your finances. We're gonna crown you in your health. And then we're gonna crown you in your Holy Spirit and send you out in the power to set the captives free. That's what coronation means. Ain't no king in England. Ain't no presidents. Ain't no Kamala Harris about to be president. How Kamala Harris about to be president when I'm coronating my wife? What's a president to a queen of the South? What's a president to a queen of the South? Anybody trying to raise anything up above my queen of the South, yo, all you got to do is look at David and Goliath, and you already know what time it is. All you got to do is go to Isaiah 45 and look at King Cyrus and what happened to Babylon. Isaiah 45, go look at it. Matthew 12 told you we was coming. Matthew 12, I'll read it for you. It says the Lion King of Nineveh, a wicked and adulterous generation, asked for a sign. And be not deceived, God is not mocked. They went over there in the Olympic Games. They went over there in the Olympic Games with this, these clowns, these US clowns, these European clowns, Noah Lyles. And they did a mockery of the Last Supper during them games. And if you think we're going to sit back and let these clowns represent us, y'all got 1 week to get out of Team USA. Y'all got 1 week. Everybody except our queens, we're going to make known, can come back home. All the rest of y'all on Team USA, all the rest of y'all, including Snoop, including all the rest of y'all rap individuals, y'all got 1 week. Go right back to France. Y'all got 1 week. The mockery says, just like in the days of Jonah, just like in the days of Matthew 12, 2,000 years ago, told you this day was coming. A wicked and adulterous generation asked for a sign, but none will be given except the sign of the prophet Jonah. For as Jonah was in 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish, so the husbandman will be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. The Messiah, he was talking about himself when he would let them kill him. And then the man of Nineveh will stand up at the judgment. The men of Nineveh will stand up at the judgment with this generation and condemn it. We are the judges of this generation. The kingdom of Assyria, USA, the kingdom of Assyria. The capital kingdom city of Assyria is Nineveh. The prophet Jonah went to Nineveh because God was going to destroy Abraham's children. And so God coronated the Assyrian king in Nineveh when he accepted Jonah's coronation. And just like the Son of God said, he destroyed Jerusalem in 70 AD. So still to this very day, nobody has ever defeated us. We are Assyria. We are Nineveh. But after Jerusalem got destroyed, can't nobody rebuild Jerusalem. Nobody has power or authority to rebuild that. Once the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, who said, I'ma let y'all destroy my body, but you can't do nothing with my spirit. And I'm gonna pick my spirit back up and give my spirit a perfect body. My wife is going to pick my spirit up and procreate me a perfect body, and then I'm going to destroy Jerusalem for killing my physical body. And he did it in 70 AD. But nobody has dethroned Nineveh. And so now, with the authority given me, the present day Son of God, I now coronate every member of my family publicly and declare no more trauma. Y'all got 1 week. Y'all got 1 week to exit and head back to the caves y'all came from. And to my family members, y'all got 1 week to come up out of Babylon and come home and get anointed. Come home and get blessed. Come home and get a crown. Come home and get a throne. Come home and get a makeover. Come home and transform. Come home and transfigure. We already redistributed the wealth. We already redistributed the wealth. There's a text that says, and the money will be thrown in the street. That's what this is. To survive, when we throw all of the money in the streets, you gotta have your righteous inheritance that don't have no blood money on it. That blood money, they got a blood money economy that they killed the King of Kings and Lord of Lords in. So that money will be thrown in the street worldwide. This is the year. So when y'all come tomorrow, you're 97. When you pay 97 for us to go and save a life of somebody else, you save the life of your own family members. And we give you your inheritance. Because then your hands is clean. Because you participated in saving a life. If you have no participation in saving a life, and if you stand back and you make profits during the time of slaughter, they've been slaughtering our people since 30 years ago. And if you think you can sit over in the US while the US and the whole world slaughter our people all up and down the Nile River, and you think you could just profit and profit and profit, I'm letting y'all know, y'all got 1 week. Y'all got 1 week to get your hands clean. Y'all got 1 week to participate in rescuing Beyonce and Rihanna from these industry clowns who want to lower the bar on our queens so that prostitutes from Babylon can flourish. Y'all come get it.